few seconds. Naira is where you folks like to focus on a lot more on social media, talk more about the Naira-dollar relationship. So yesterday, the local currency gained 0.44% on the euro and another 0.2% on the dollar at the interbank market, but fell 0.83% on the British pound. Okay, now we're at the Treasuries markets. Yields narrowed despite those bullish sentiments, not up to 10 basis points, just 7. That's a little bit on average. 13.70% as the financial regulator conducted almost 100 billion naira treasuries auctions at 13.7. That's tracking each other, nothing significant there yesterday between the secondary market rate and the primary market, where the central bank issued those 261-day treasuries. Yields narrowed on average 13.44% and another 11.01% on 142-day to maturity and 30-day to maturity treasuries. And of course, at the bottom there, you see what the central bank did: 91.42 billion, 261-day treasury bills at 13.7. That's the offer rate. Okay, look at the bonds market. Now, sell-offs continue here as investors' appetite continue to stay a little bit in the middle of the road, a little bit tepid. Bonds investors were largely positive last week. Now we're starting the new week. That's the week for the end of the month. Don't forget, some of these are due to adjustments in portfolio by treasury managers, investors, pension funds, and others at the end of the month. We're counting down to the final 3 trading days of the 7th month in the new year. Yields average 2 basis points to 15.14%. Sustained demands on medium to long-term bonds. Yields on May 2018 and July 2030 bonds were unchanged, but we saw average of 7 points yields contraction on June 2019, January 2022, March 2024, and July 2024 FGN bonds. Okay, we'll finish off this round in about a minute. From the stock market, 0.63% haircut on Tuesday. If you add that to 0.91% haircut for the market on Monday, now we're starting the new week, the final week in July, in the red. Yesterday, the total transactions on the market in terms of volume grew aggressively. That was a sell-off, 191.48%. That was quite significant, but that was to the downside when it comes to pricing of those stocks on the market. All the sectors were down. The banking sector fell 1.73%. That's where investors grew quite bearish. Oil and gas index down almost 1%, 0.85%. Consumer goods index fell 0.28%, while the insurance almost by the same margin, 0.24% in the red, and industrial goods are flat, 0.01%. Yesterday, 66 billion naira was shaved off the market value. So year to date, where are we? The all share index now 11.66% negative. And month to date, almost 9% is the market decline so far in the month of July. Okay, we told you about those earnings earlier on. Let's recap that for you right now. Honeywell Flour, that's breaking news this morning as we go live to you from here on Channels, Nigeria's news leader. Honeywell Flour, one of Nigeria's capitalized, fast-moving consumer goods, reporting very disappointing full-year numbers. Revenue down 4 billion naira from 53.1 billion in 2013, reporting 2014 figure of 49.1 billion naira. Profit before tax off track by almost 3 billion, and net profit, you expect that very significantly down south by 2.3 billion naira. We'll see how the markets will react to that number today from Honeywell. From the healthcare sector, part of the the consumer goods segment of the market, GSK Nigeria's healthcare industrial leader, reporting revenue down 300 million in the first 6 months of 2015. Profit before tax, almost 1 billion naira in the red, while net profit is also coming down negative by 620 million naira to 297, down from 863 million naira reported in the first 6 months of 2014. Presco, an agro-allied company listed on our markets, but reporting something a little bit positive. Profit after tax scraping 100 million higher in the first 6 months of the new year. We'll come back after the break. We'll take a look at Nigeria's energy market, but also very important in the next 15 minutes, what was achieved at yesterday's capital market committee meeting of the Securities and Exchange Commission, the second quarter meeting. And later on the program, stick around for the rice business. The central bank and the customs are going after those rice importers. While the central bank is watching the money, the customs chasing those, the agency says is owing the government a pile of cash. We'll be back. Let's get the conversation going here on Channels Television, Business Money. You know our list of Twitter handles. That's where we come together. Thank you, folks. Sometimes before getting on the show, you folks are already ahead of the curve, as it were. Okay, so join our long list of followers at Channels TV. That's our official Twitter handle for the channel. And Business Morning, that's at Biz Morning. Harriet Agbeyi is on sabbatical. She'll be back in a couple of days. At Harriet Agbeyi, she keeping one permanent eye on what I do here on a daily basis. And of course, you can follow me as well. At Bosun Business, that's where I mind your business. So let's talk about the energy sector. Almost all the listed stocks in that sector were muted on Tuesday. That's the second trading day of the week. Forty Oil, however, managed about 0.2% to the upside, bringing its share price to 184.5, actually shaving off a little bit during the intraday session. And you can see the volume there, 111,484. Then you find Mobil Oil unchanged at 150, finishing off at 150. MRS also coming in with a paltry 20 shares sold yesterday. Wando is coming in significantly, as you see there, either to the north or south of track, 4.42%. That's the biggest drag on that index by negative 0.8 yesterday on the back of 2.8 million shares. Total finished off flat at 163 as those earnings came in a day ago. Total Nigeria reported quarter-on-quarter revenue decline of about 13.5%, but manages a pre-tax profit of about 3 billion within the period under review. Seplat earnings disappoints yesterday. 19% was the revenue decline for the first half of 2015 from Seplat, Nigeria's only exploration company listed on the Lagos and London stock exchanges. Okay, give us a snapshot of the